Awesome. Well, in order to keep our streak of in-character recaps, I have to do this in character, but for Lux.
Oh
Ahem.
God.
Hey, my name is Lux, and oh my god, everyone's dying around me. We've been hit by like 3 circles of death. Bloodstone went down, and after running through a door, Marcus went down. Let's see, Milo almost went down at some point, I think, and then they grew double in size. Don't know how that's working. All I have is these daggers and this crossbow with these light arrows. So I'm really doing my best. There's a lot of wizards around, and they keep trying to kill us. Unfortunately, we didn't kill them quickly enough, so now there's a huge fire elemental that came out that was... Ooh, I actually have the name of the person that was part of this somewhere. Bam, Leisha Thornvale. This lady took all of this metal together and fused it with a fire elemental to create this monstrosity that has now been unleashed upon the world that we couldn't stop. So now we're going to the nearest city to help them get away because we're in the middle of a forest. Also, Lux died, and now this super tall tiefling that's very attractive is here. And let's see, any other important bits? No, that's most of the important bits. Oh, Lux did a bunch of damage to the fire elemental. Got that thing to like a third of its health out the gate, which was crazy. But now our goal is to travel to as many towns as possible to get them to either evacuate or help us, because we kind of unleashed a thing upon the world.
I would like to note that Lux would not remember her name.
Heard. Sorry, yeah, I did that bit out of character. That's for the fellow party members in the audience at home. It was just some stuck-up wizard lady that didn't even have that cool of a name.
Right. Thanks for the recap. As our next recapper is Milo for next week.
Awesome.
I'm gonna bet that next week Milo's gonna be a little bit late, but
He's not even here.
Unmuted Ember.
Yeah.
So my point is even more founded.
Damn you, Milo!
I was joking, but I guess.
It's a cruel joke.
Huh?
No, it's okay.
Sorry, buddy.
No, it's okay. I didn't hear you. Anyway, sorry, I do want to get the name of the city that we're going to. Sylvania.
Yeah, it's a cool place.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very tranquil.
We're not gonna stay too long. I think we're gonna warn them to get the lay of the land, then probably leave again, or is something else we want to stick around too? Because this city was not one of our target ones.
I mean, we might as well explore a little bit. We currently have no jobs or prospects.
Fair enough.
And they might all die, and it's kind of our fault.
I hope a city can withstand an elemental. But you got a point. It is a wooden city.
Alright, you guys begin to travel. So it takes you about 4 days to try to venture this location. Eventually arriving, is you from the landscape perspective, you get to see it's quite a bit. As you can see, Sylvania is kind of known as a chaotic, vibrant region, teeming with wild beauty, thriving of Arboria's 3 internal suns. The land is perfect embodiment of life and raw energy, with lush ecosystems untamed in flora and fauna, unique magical kind of pheromones that arrive here. As this place is not one single area, but rather a sprawling collection of forests and crystalline rivers and radiant meadows of the natural world's flourish. Without resistance or restraint, this place is a civilization for the wilderness and that blurs within its landscape. As you see a great mighty tree in the center of it, many different societies that dwell here, as this is a large place, like a forest, if anything. As you can see, canopies in the distance, towering with silver bark trees. You also see wildlife buzzing of exotic creatures, including sentient songbirds and butterflies. As you also see the glimmering river of majestic rivers winding through Sylvania itself. As you also see magical kind of liquids that grant individuals whatever they see deemed, as the glades and cascading pools and orchards, as the weather here is quite nice, as it's gentle breezes, as you can smell the scent of flowers and humming natures of calming, as your castle begins to set aside into the forest, slowly, not trying to trample the flowers, and landing deep into the grass. So you find yourself in a mystical forest, as you see lights drifting among the mossy streets, whimsical architecture, and wilderness of ageless trees, talking vegetation, colorful toadstools, and much more in this community. As I'll bring you
Well, it seems very spread out for one thing. So trying to find someone in charge we can talk to is going to be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I can try asking the birds. They might have some idea where the big folk tend to congregate.
Before we leave the Castellian,
Mhm.
Daylar's gonna speak to it.
It's Castellian? All right.
Castellian.
Sorry.
If anyone tries to get in, raise up and start to move towards Faunal and wait for us there.
Anyone besides us?
Right, yeah, anyone besides us, because, after we get back from a successful mission, I don't want to chase our ride down for 4 days.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I could fly up and catch it, but
I mean, the Castellian's not stupid.
Yeah, you're right.
I suppose that's true. I don't know how literal a construct can be, but fair.
Keep
But I think
Xavier safe.
your bird idea is a good one. So try and talk with birds and figure out.
Yeah.
Where's the best place to head?
Does anyone see anything resembling a trail?
A trail, you say? I'm sure I can find one if you don't mind giving me just a few seconds to look at the ground, see where the people are walking. Yeah, Bloodstone will look down at the ground around him and see if anyone has been in this area recently.
All you see is grass, and
Ah.
more grass, and different colorful trees, and different sparkles of life. As it's hard to tell what has been around here, as this place is different than the normal forest you've been in previous lives.
Sorry, I can't quite track anything in this area, just a bunch of grass that I'm not familiar with.
I'm liking the bird's idea more and more.
Yeah, give me a couple of minutes to just sort of get used to this place and their dialect. It takes a couple of minutes to hone in, but I think I can do this.
Yeah, while I'm waiting for Beatrice, I'm gonna step off to the side and try and find like a squirrel, bird, something.
You don't sense anything like that here. It looks like it's empty and vacant. It seems like most of the wildlife and animals have left this area for some reason. As you can see, there's lights and shining brightnesses across the big, large tree in the far, far distance. Likely a party's happening of some sort.
And we
Oh,
weren't invited?
quiet. I will
Go
be
ahead.
quiet and wait for Beatrice.
Yeah, I'm casting Speak with Animals as a ritual. I thought there were
You
birds
won't need
flying
this
around.
here. You won't need this here. Everything is sentient.
Okay.
Oh shit! So if we find something, it should be able to speak to us. But there's nothing around.
I guess we just gotta either find where the people are, find where the animals that know where the people are.
Or we could walk towards a giant tree.
So you can see
Yeah.
a theme of kind of light coming from through the leaves, cascading the light of vibrance, as it so seems pleasant, often not, of course, as you can see almost like a celebration mood happening, but you can tell there are dark shadows in the distance as well.
Hmm.
You can smell kind of rather assailment of perfumes, rich perfumes. You can smell musks of individuals in the distance. It has a weird scent here, as you also kind of hear the celebration going on in Sylvania, as well as different things happening as you hear music in the distance. It's getting louder as you begin to stay here.
DM, when you said you also see dark shadows, is that in the same direction as these lights and sounds and smells?
They are not.
Mm.
I vote that we go towards the light shadows, but we should be polite. I feel like I'm trying to remember something about Sylvans, but I don't remember. But I think polite.
I mean, if they can throw those big of parties, I'd like to get to know them formally too.
All right, let's stick together.
Yeah. This should not be a dangerous area, but we should still be alert.
Absolutely.
Maybe. I feel nervous, but I don't remember why.
Bloodstone,
Aye.
would you lead in front and I'll watch the back?
Oh, wow. You're asking me to be line leader? Wow.
Sure.
It's such an honor. Well, then you'll have to keep up, and Bloodstone just like dashes towards the lights in the distance.
It's just a big grin on his furball face, and he starts walking after.
I can picture Bloodstone being the guy who rushed ahead and has to rush back, rush ahead,
Yeah.
rush back.
Yeah, but yeah, Bloodstone is he's been on the Castellan for 4 days now, so he's like essentially stretching his legs and like going up in the trees and like swinging from branches, and like he looks alive.
Yeah, we'll walk in like normal pace, and he's like zip, 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 zip.
Yeah. I'm like yeah.
Alright. As the murmuring of music fills the air beneath the canopies of color foliage, marvels of buildings encircles the trees, or other buildings amid their spread abroad. Passing rabbles and waves offer you crowns and woven fresh, colorful crowns as they do, as mimmer chimes, eyes twinkling in the rainbows of hue. As you begin to arrive here, you begin to explore. As you hear in the distance, I said I'm coming! I need to say a few words about the gate town of this Mimmer fellow. Hold on, wait! Who's here? What are they doing? Yo, that's epic level, let's go! So you hear some conversation happening.
Did they say Mimnar?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Bloodstone's ears perk up at the sight or at the mention of Mimnar, and like on a dime changes his trajectory to go towards this guy in a non-threatening manner.
You can
Out
roll
of
a
curiosity, do we
D4.
remember if Mimno is a unique thing or just the type of construct?
So
Yeah, I think it's
ladybug,
just a category.
It's a category. It's not
It's a
your thing.
category.
Is,
So
your thing is there's multiple. Yours is not unique.
that was my question. Yes.
Okay, cool.
And you can roll a d4 for encounter Bloodstone.
Awesome.
Because
Let's go 1.
running straight into a man cannot be threatening at all whatsoever.
Oh yeah. It's like a big smile on my face.
Oh yeah,
You know, my fangs showing a little bit. I'm sure he'll be pleased.
I don't get freaked out at all if somebody was running at me full speed.
Yeah, and he's quite fast.
Yeah.
Especially an intimidating one with metal arm and all.
Oh no,
Oh,
he'll think
that's
my metal
even
arm's
hard.
cool. It's still covered in blood.
Oh, that's even that helps.
Yeah, I'm personable.
As you guys begin to travel throughout this place, you do eventually see an individual, a man. You also see what looks like a tiny quipper wearing a tiny hat, floating in a punch-up bowl with full violet liquid. The
What?
individual holding.
Oh, fish. Okay.
Yes, but not any kind of fish. For some of you players are scared of these things. Out of the previous campaigns.
They look
Oh,
fun.
like piranhas.
I'm not familiar. I suppose I will.
As you see, individual. It's Prince Fizzlix Bombo's birthday! As the prince chuckles. Yes, it's my birthday! As you see the little tiny hat fish.
The fish is speaking? That's awesome.
Why am I yelling?
Who are you? They point towards you. Are you here for
Happy-
my birthday wishes?
Is this the fish talking?
Yes.
We are not, but I do wish you a very happy birthday, Your Majesty.
Uh-oh. Did we lose?
That wasn't ominous at all.
I live.
What about the other drivers on the road?
Yeah, they're fine.
They'll survive.
Secondary importance.
As you see more and more individuals coming in the distance.
Oh, I don't like this at all.
Oh, that's not scary.
Well, yeah. The thing is that we kind of want to know about the party that's happening up at the top of the hill, if you're involved in that.
We're here for Quip's birthday, of course. You're not here for his birthday?
Is this a flute? Oh, I didn't mean. I'm sorry. I cut you off.
Go ahead.
Ezra.
I wasn't saying anything.
No, I cut you both off, the DM and you. Sorry.
It's okay. What's a flute? It's a chair.
I was just gonna ask if there's a flute on this chair.
Yes, there is a flute there.
Take a few steps, and if no one seems to be objecting, I'll take up the flute.
They slap your hand. Hey!
Oh, sorry. May I join you?
Sure.
I'll pull out my own flute and just stand here.
We,
Why you sing happy
look-
birthday to me?
Sure.
What is going on?
How do you say his name again?
I mean,
Elixius Bombo?
Yep, that's his
Let's see
name.
this problem.
Wait, I'm sorry. Put the face up again. Let's see if any of you guys recognize this. Deals. I like deals. All right.
I might be too young.
No, none of us are.
Oh, I can sing happy birthday.
Yes,
sing,
I'll
sing,
count back.
sing!
Hey, I'm not singing right now, but Ember is gonna start singing happy birthday. And I assume I need to make a performance check on this.
I want to hear it singing.
Aww.
That's why I asked
Okay.
what his name was.
Sing happy birthday to Prince Bill
Elixius
Nixius
Bombo.
Bombo.
Phil Nixius Bombo. Heard. Oh. I gotta remember how Marilyn Monroe sang it. Hold up. Okay, she's gonna like. Ember's gonna. Where is the little guy?
There you go. And then there's the birthday boy.
Birthday boy. Okay, she's gonna like step forward, like make sure she gets the best lighting on her. She's gonna go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Prince Phil Nix's Bombo. Happy birthday to you.
Yay!
Really squish up the titties a little bit. Really get them out.
Hey!
Do I need a roll of performance for that? or am I
No,
good
you
enough?
get it guaranteed. You sang it.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. Big if true.
You actually put in the effort, you get rewarded.
It's like bring out
Hell
a
yeah.
cake and a fish. Would you like a slice of
Fish
cake?
cake? Is it a fish cake?
No, it's a cake.
Okay,
Just normal
It's like a
cake.
strawberry cake. Yeah. With like
interesting.
pink frosting.
It would be rude to ignore, so.
Leans up to whisper into Dalar's ear, "This isn't why we're here."
Right. Well, I thought they'd pay us more heed if we were friendly with them.
Okay. Okay.
I won't dawdle.
Is there any way I could subtle spell dispel magic on this cake just in case?
Why?
I don't
You
know.
You don't trust them, Ember?
Wow.
It's a party in the middle of the woods. Of course I don't trust them.
Okay. Some of the best and the worst parties happen in the middle of the woods. We will be fair here. These are like Feywild forests.
This is a Feywild, so picture like
They're not a party.
any fairy tale
They're not a-
movie you ever watched.
Yeah.
Alice in Wonderland right now.
Pretty much, yeah.
He probably saw.
Yeah, I mean,
They
yeah,
put a
if
slice
they're
of
hanging
cake
out,
as you watch the prawn just chow down on it with little crumbs everywhere. It's
yeah,
cool.
if they're,
As the Quip would be sad if he didn't eat a piece of cake.
I wave everyone over who's not already over here.
Milo
Can I
stays where he's at.
All because we gave Mallow a weird look and like, Charlotte, come on. I agree it's weird, but come on.
Mm.
Can I try a history check to recall what I remember of fairies from the little bit of druid training I got growing up?
Sure, you can roll a history check.
Nature?
History.
History? Okay.
If you're trying to remember, nature doesn't know anything. Well, nature could.
I just misheard you.
I was gonna wait until we ate, but that would be a long time. Only not that.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yes, you
crap.
remember a lot from fairies.
Alright. What I'm specifically trying to remember is the dangers of eating fairy food.
This is not fairy food at all. This is not correlated to the. This is not the Feywilds exactly. This is like a different place beyond the Feywilds. This is its own. The Outer Plains is beyond the Feywilds.
Beatrice scrutinizes the food and scrunches up her face, and then gradually kind of relaxes as it doesn't seem quite as alien as what she was worried about it being. And she lets kind of a relieved breath tough out.
So is there just cake there to grab? And also, what do these people
They're-
look like? Are they human or are they fairies?
They are elves.
Okay.
Oh, that's sick.
You'll see a lot of weird races in here. As this place is with a closer examination, you can roll a perception check, and if you rolled a high enough perception check, you can roll an insight check with advantage.
Awesome. Would Ember like to roll a percent? Bloodstone is busy. He's fucking fiending for a piece of cake right now. He's not paying attention.
How high is high enough?
20 plus is high enough. Get advantage on insight. 19's good enough. 18's good enough.
Yeah.
I took a bite of cake. I don't know if it does anything or not,
No, it just
or how it tastes.
tastes like store-bought cake, basically.
Oh, they just got this poor guy a sheet cake for his birthday. Damn.
Must not love him enough.
I'll say in Elvish, this is good cake.
Hmm.
DK gets the job done.
Yeah. As you notice, Marcus, with your insight, you can see some of them are vampires.
Let's see.
I'm like, oh. I'm gonna try to think can I clock which ones there are and keep an eye on those ones in case there's a problem, and if there is, I'm gonna announce it. But otherwise, I'm gonna keep it to myself for the moment. That's
They are not the traditional vampires that you and I know. These are different.
interesting. In what way?
They're
Can I
very
tell?
fey-like, fairy style vampires. Let me see if I can find a picture. I'll put it in the Discord.
Oh, okay.
That's awesome.
It is. So I can mind link without having to touch anyone. So I'm gonna mind link with Milo, Dalar, and Beatrice because the other two I think they're fine. And tell because I can tell only the three people, and tell them all about the vampire thing and say what should we do.
Well,
And
see,
now the four of us can mind talk now.
You'll hear in your head, well, so far, stick to the plan. I'll look at Beatrice and say, in our heads, I'll ask now. I'm like waiting for a confirming nod.
She nods a little bit.
I'll say, ask in Elvish. Say, any of you party people know of anyone in Sylvania that defends this area? There's a threat coming.
Defense? Nah, nope. Sylvania has never been attacked. Ever. This is a party!
Well, be on the lookout from that way for a fire elemental or other bad stuff. And I'll point from like the way we came ish.
They look at you. You need to chill out and relax. As they bring out the hooch and start drinking.
Before they get too drunk, Marcus is gonna speak up in Elvish and say, can you direct us to whoever was high? I don't know, someone in charge in the area, or is
In
it just everyone?
charge? I'm confused.
Who's your prince? I understand. Is there any other princes or kings or queens or princesses around
Oh,
we can speak
lots of
to?
them. I can give you
Who
a
is the
list,
most
but
high profile?
I don't know
Come
that
on.
one.
It's Marcus. You'll hear in your head. Don't feed into their delusions. Just ask which way Sylvania is.
You are in Sylvania. I can
Oh,
read
no,
your
that was in
mind.
his head. Oh fuck.
Awesome. I think of a better cake and beam it into
Folks
his
will
brain.
actually laugh out loud at that one. He's like, nice.
I will walk over to the prince. Not up on
Start
not up on him.
giving him hooch as he's drinking it in his pool.
Putting in his fishbowl.
Pretty much, yeah.
And back in common, because that seems to be what everyone's speaking. I'll say out loud. I have a present for you.
I love presents.
I think this will go nicely with your hat. And I take out the gold monocle with no lens that I won at the casino. And I'll give it to the prince.
Best gift ever. If you weren't an enemy, I would eat you. But we're best friends now.
Thanks.
But
The
you do
smile's
have
real
some
big.
meaty hands. Temptation. Anyways, enjoy the hooch.
Thanks. We'll take a glass to go, but we need to keep it heading in.
There's a party everywhere. Enjoy.
Thank you. We will. Gesture with the head to the rest of the group. Come on, let's go.
This way-ish?
Yeah, you can travel. It's huge. It's a forest.
Yep. Bloodstone continuously eats his cake as he runs through the forest.
Oh, you're gonna get a stomach ache.
Blech.
I'm digesting as I'm eating. That's what the running's for.
People hide us, but not a good sign.
As you guys begin to travel a bit further beyond this area, you eventually come across another creature along your wicks. You can roll a perception check. Let's see who's the highest perception gets to see this individual and see what kind of shenanigans they are in.
Alright, let's put my +0. These things.
Oh,
I
these
like
are
these
interesting.
things.
Before we meet them, I want to ask the other one. So, what do you know of Fey vampires? I say as when we're leaving, like to the two, be it Beatrice and the others. Like, do you know anything about?
Sorry for the double roll. Not really, no. I know the Fae came to the temple sometimes, but the vampire of 80 stripes I don't think would ever come on the sacred ground.
So I know of the human variety of vampire stuff, but the Fey ones are new to me. They seem nice, at least this time. Though I don't think I trust them all the time.
They seem so innocent and helpless. I feel so bad about unleashing the thing. I wonder if we can track it instead of it coming here.
Well,
I don't know if they can defend themselves.
I have a feeling that if provoked, that they are absolutely quite deadly. But you also have a point that they may not actually fight back, which is worrying to their own survival.
Alright. As you guys begin to travel, you do notice eventually, coming across your wits, you see a cranium rat. A swarm of them. As you can see, they're dressed up in a uniform. As they look, they're kind of on the ground and hiccuping.
What are those?
It's been a while since we saw one of them. Uh, kneel down and
Since
speak to like, hey, you alright? You alright now?
They link into your mind as they talk telepathically. Oh, we are quite sleepy. We've drank too much. Do you have a
Tends to
place
happen.
for us to sleep? Maybe a nice backpack or a bag?
I can tuck you in my quiver. It is expandable, and you'll be nice and safe, and it's a big space in there.
Oh, thank goodness. As you see a bunch of rats pop out, 20 of them, as they begin to pile into it.
And it's my expandable quiver, so I just tuck them into one of the unused spaces. And like,
You're a
have fun, guys.
lifesaver. This
Indeed.
hangover hurts.
Were you at our party?
Yeah, we partied all night long. Still
there
going
a,
on.
Who was the party for?
I don't remember.
Must have been a good party.
well, I don't recall you, Marcus, being a Pied Piper.
Hey, you guys! As you hear a guy.
I mean, he's
Were
carried
you in?
girls before.
Hey, you! Were you singing in the band last night? I heard a beautiful voice. As you see this little cute guy coming to you.
I love him.
My God.
Oh my god, he must be
I
adopted
love
immediately.
him.
Hey,
Hashtag character goals.
y'all ever watch The Tale of Despero? Cause that's him.
Yeah, I don't want to be
hell yeah.
dramatic,
He's-
but I would hire for most
he's,
Guard.
he's small. He's a spy. He's fights for
I
the
love
greater
him.
force of good in the multiverse.
I love him.
He's considered celestial, actually.
Well, damn.
Not to be
That's
dramatic,
awesome.
but I
Hey.
would destroy the whole world for him.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey,
I would
you, hey, stop ignoring me. Hey,
Who?
You.
Who-
Hi.
were you the one
Which
who
one are you
sang
talking to?
yesterday? As he looks right at Bethithris. Were you the one who sang yesterday? I enjoyed your performance. Oh, so beautiful.
I'm sorry. It wasn't me.
What? No. You have to be you. I request you to perform again for the show of the Gardarians.
Friend, we got here only moments ago, and so
Really? I must have
Yes.
seen you before.
Yeah, we just got here, and we have very important things to do.
So,
Sorry,
what
I
do
don't
you-
mean to interrupt or
As you
anything,
see
but
two
we're
more
kind of
coming in. Did you find them? No, I thought it was them.
The only one
Well,
who
truly
sang
sorry.
was me.
She did. She sang for the Fish Prince.
No. It was last night.
Oh.
Yes. Last night we were still traveling here.
Oh, you're new around here. Wow, you're gonna have fun for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, we were trying to warn this place. There's a threat coming.
A
Would you
threat?
know?
What
Yeah,
threat?
we,
As their blades stick out. Pshing, pshing.
Yeah, we ran into a fire elemental about in a forest a ways back, and just wanted to warn you in case it headed this way. It may not, but you are the nearest town, so we wanted to warn you. Do you know who we need to talk to about this?
You're talking to the right people.
Yeah. Seems to be a more powerful version of a fire elemental.
Yes,
Greater, one might say.
it was very big. But you are the defenders of the area?
We are.
Well, that's good. So, do we need to help out any other way, or do we need to
Well,
tell
keep a
talk
watchful
to-
eye, but we haven't had any comers around here threatening this place. People come here all ways of life to enjoy our parties. We're known for that.
Yes, we did
that's
get here
fine.
faster than it would have. So if it arrived, it would be within the next day or so. We just want
Hey,
to
if
make
anything
sure
happens to this place, you're at stakes now. Mm-hmm.
We weren't
Yes,
gonna stick
we will
around.
certainly help.
Yeah, we'll help out if we're still here, but we weren't gonna stick around.
Um, the sorry, the one that you were looking for, they looked like me.
No, no,
Blue,
no.
no,
Tall,
just
you
the
were
singer.
tall, and your voice. Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Okay.
Strange.
Hmm.
Yes. Do you remember what they looked like at all, or just was it a female singing voice?
Alright, guys, let's keep going. It's
Okay.
not them.
Well, good
Yeah.
luck in your search, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah, yeah. Okay. So head back into the forest.
Bad kill for you.
No, you wouldn't,
I
Blair.
I do my work and kill for you. Bye.
You're right, I wouldn't.
I'm telling
Ember's
the loop.
trying very hard not to pout.
I'll tell the loop and say like, so if they were the defenders, did we just warn them? I, I don't know what this place is like. This is weirding me out.
I really hope so. I mean, if
Yeah.
that's their defenders, we might just have to go back and fight them ourselves. You know,
No, they seem like they're capable fighters.
I don't want to see them burn.
Those little blades did look sharp.
And there was a few of them, so they might just outnumber the crowd. So
Yeah. Um, perhaps we should try and find an area with more people.
might as well. You can head more central and see what the center area looks like.
Mhm.
We're
So you
here
guys
after
be-
all.
So you guys begin to travel a bit more, a little further. You eventually come across something large and huge in the distance. In a tree, colorful and lavishing with different kinds of assortments. You hear a booming, furious voice, followed by pealing thunder cutting through the din and laughter of a celebration. Nearby celebrants turning the reveal to look in the voice of the direction while relocating their festivities. One of the locals approaches you, a satyr, in the airy gown whose eyes glow with a tangerine light. Ah, greetings. Who are you?
Just travelers passing through.
Travelers? Interesting, interesting. I am the host here. My name is Danya. Pleasure to meet you all.
Pleasure,
It's a
Danya.
pleasure to meet you.
Lovely, Danya.
Yeah, Blitzen does like a little bow, and then goes to the dance floor.
I am the spiritor Danya, yes.
What are you celebrating, may I ask?
Celebrations are every day. Life and joy. And freedom, of course.
Joy and freedom. Good reasons to celebrate.
Yeah, I love freedom. It's like my thing.
What does this party
What
look
are
like?
you
Is it
here
like-
for, anyways?
Well, go ahead.
We've just recently come from the mountains. We encountered cultists and they summoned a terrible fire creature. We fear for this place. It's very flammable seeming. So we're trying to spread word that there's a fire elemental out in the loose, but we're having a hard time organizing resistance to it.
That is not our problem. But if you have come here potentially to our leader of the gate town,
That
That
would
sounds
be appreciated, yes.
Yeah.
Can you
our
direct us?
leader is the bodiless spirit of this great land.
body, the spirit.
Ah,
Okay. Can you point us in the right direction?
They are all around us.
Do they have a name that we could communicate with them, or they're just the body, the spirit?
as you watch the spirit eventually move out, as that's the name of the actual leader. As you eventually see, I am Callista. I am free. That is our leader. They take heed in the willing hosts, if you're willing, of course.
I'm not exactly certain what you're asking if they're willing for. Sorry.
To give your body and soul towards the Spiritor.
Oh,
In what way?
Well, about that.
I kind of enjoy my soul and my body.
I. Can we talk about it amongst ourselves for just a minute?
You're gonna suit yourself. I'm gonna head out.
Oh,
To dance around.
my friend here, Ember, is a really good singer. Could she sing something for you for just a minute?
You
You
made this
can't put me
character.
on the spot like that.
In your defense, you made this character, Seth.
Didn't think I'd have to be singing all the time.
Me. What would you like to know before I leave? It seems you're trying to do something, but I don't understand. Offer your body willingly, and she shall take heed of your body and answer any question you desire.
Would she give it
I'm
back after we talk?
Of course.
I'm willing to do
But
that. I
that's
just want to talk with my friends first.
if that's the case, then we can come to a deal. But let's talk first, and then we can have a spirit conversation.
Before you go, could you point us toward the gate?
The gate?
Isn't there a gateway here?
There is, but the Spiritor of Danya requires your assistance. If you may, of course.
Sure.
Then
Yes.
release yourself freely towards Danya so she can explain.
I'm gonna look at the group, shrug, and then just like close my eyes and like mentally say, great spirit, commune with me. I know. Who you said Callista is the spirit?
No, Callista was the willing host.
Oh,
Now
okay.
the willing
spirit of
host,
tonight.
the
Okay.
spirit wants to go into one of you. The
Yeah,
spirit
I
is the leader of this place.
Oh, understood.
I'll stand ready. Like,
As you feel a spiritual body spirit of the leader of the gate town begins to engulf into you. Do you allow her?
sure. I'm to put this in context. Daylight's really been digging this place. It has nothing to do with like the party people, but like just the nature of it. Just he can tell there's like a spirit in the forest. Like there's something to it because he feels like he's experienced it before.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's a fair word for you.
Smoking the ganja. Alright. As you guys begin to watch Dalar's eyes turn a brightly orange of a tangerine color as it kind of looks towards you all. Greetings. I am the Spiritor Danya. It sounds like you're in quite of a pickle. But we are in quite a titanic problem ourselves. Maybe we can help one another.
How can we help?
We have been having a ruckus coming from a despondent Empyrean, a celestial child of the gods of storms, who's trying to crash a private event here. They go by the name as Copa. The Empyrean creatures are incredibly powerful and overwhelming of emotion. They must not be trifled with. In ways of destruction, of course. As her mood grows stronger, it seems, and becomes more dangerous to our town. Maybe you could distract her from the event at the Yearning Timber Event Hall. If so, I can lead you towards the gate of Arbora, or Oberia, or whatever. But I have no idea what is causing the foul mood of the Empyrean. There are celebrations of plenty in the town. Maybe you can maybe lighten their mood up.
We can definitely try. We're happy to help if we can.
I'm butchering the names here, but I'll give you the names for everything.
It's okay.
Yeah, laughing at Bloodstone's pretty fun.
While we have you, Spirit, we originally came here as a warning. It was about a fire elemental. We didn't know who to talk to, and now we have found you. Would you be able to inform your defenders that it might come this way?
We do not sense any harm here at Distillery. But
Yes.
if there is, we shall defend our home through our own ways, of course.
That is all we ask. We just came here as a warning. But now that we're here, we'll help you feel calm.
As eventually you see, you do see Dalar's eyes turn back to normal as the orange hue disappears. As Dalar, you felt like the person was inside you. You felt a great power, a spirit of each generation within you. It was astonishing.
Whoa.
You guys posted a high right there.
Ooh.
Do you remember what happened when she was inside you? I mean, externally, the conversation we had.
Did I read?
You heard everything, yeah. You can still. It's like being like a spirit, like trying to control your body. You still mentally are there, but physically you
Have
can
a
control
body
yourself.
experience, if you
So
will.
it's possession, but voluntary. And not
Yeah, I heard everything.
He succooned him. Heard.
right, so
Go ahead.
they were gonna. She was gonna show us where to go. Is that how? Where do we
Well,
go?
we got
You
him.
begin to see the forest blooms of light guiding you towards the location.
That's pretty cool.
They are well connected to nature.
That's
That's
sick.
that's a powerful spirit right there.
That's pretty
I
epic.
think we have grossly misunderstood the power here.
Yes, I do believe this place is gonna be quite safe.
Mhm. Yeah, Bloodstone looks down at his hands, and then he looks back to where, he looks behind the party, like where we were traveling from. And then he remembers swinging on all the trees and like kicking up a bunch of grass, and he feels so bad. I'm sorry. And he just kind of sets down the plate that he was eating with the cake on it because he doesn't know what else to do with it. And then he starts going in the direction of where the flowers are blooming and everything.
That's a very good point. You kind of were pulling on her the whole way.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I didn't mean
Forests
it.
are forests are powerful, but so are forest fires. I don't regret coming to spread the warning.
No,
Mm.
I think the warning was good, but I don't think we have to worry too much about if it goes this way. That spirit is not to be trifled with, and the way they follow it, if it called for help, I guarantee everyone here would come to its aid. So, good we warned it, but I don't think it's going to be a problem if it does show up.
Bloodstone, did I notice any external guilt with my perception of 22?
Oh, he wasn't hiding it. Yes. You can see like the singular tear roll down his cheek, and it like burns up because he has fire powers. So just kind of like as it goes down, and then I mean, he's mostly a ranger, so he is generally connected with nature. So he feels their pain now. He understands. His like world is open. And he's just for the first time since they got here, he's walking as he goes like down this illuminated foresty area.
Oh, you poor thing. And Ember's gonna like tap between his horns as she passes him.
Yeah,
Now he's crying and blushing.
because we all noticed that because a calm bloodstone is a different thing. So like,
Yeah.
wait,
It's like
you okay, buddy?
oh, Sora, it's just the seeing that spirit with all that power and everything just kind of reminded me of I, everything I did on the way here in terms of I took those branches for granted when I was kicking off of them with my dirty ass shoes. I should have cleaned them. I should have said thank you, and I didn't. And he's like sulking. His shoulders are forward, and he's just like swaying side to side as he
Yeah.
walks.
Marcus will walk off and pat you on the back and saying, "Now you learned a lesson here, right? So next time when you want to go bouncing off the walls, think for a second. I'm not saying don't, just think." Then I'll keep walking.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, squirrels run on them, and sometimes poo on them. So, I'm sure swinging is fine.
You know
Yeah.
what? You're right. And Bloodstone. No.
And
Yeah,
Marcus like,
no, just
Marcus
age.
look to De La and says, "Come on, man, I was having fun messing with him."
Bloodstone's getting very mixed signals here, and he looks between Taylor and Marcus.
Marcus he'll give you a thumb up and say, "You're good, buddy. Come on."
Okay. Nay, what? You sniffle. Okay, let's go. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready to face the forest. I hope they'll forgive me.
So you guys begin to move throughout the forest as you do see an 18-foot tall human-like woman. Marble skin, eyes crackling with lightning, crouching, and an argument with a calm demeanor. As you see a silver-haired elf. Beyond the elf is a frolicking celebration taking place inside a tower of a tree, strobing with colorful lights. So I'll show you in a picture.
Oh,
Beautiful.
That's awesome.
I wanna be just to see a giant woman. That's a tall lady.
Whoa.
Child, I think. Didn't
You.
Spirit say she was still just a child?
An
It's a
important child,
celestial,
a celestial child,
Mm.
a child of the gods.
demigod.
You hear an argument happening between what looks like an elf, a silver-haired elf, talking and conveying with this individual. The argument continues until you guys either intervene.
Before we do, can we
What are
hear
they
what they're
arguing
arguing
about?
about?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can we listen and see what they're arguing about before we intervene?
You're not on the guest list. You're not supposed to be here. I can be wherever I want to be. She shakes and swarms. I'm sorry, but you must be insistent. I do not wish to harm you. I wish you to leave my home. You're destroying everything. No, no, no! As you see thunderstorms arising in the clouds every time she gets angry.
Maybe we should get in now. I think it's kind of obvious what's going on. So I don't know what we're gonna do, but
Out of character. What was the ask exactly? The wording?
What? Not to kill. They want you to give them, like, they want you to basically change her foul mood into a happy face. Make her lighten up. Take her around. They all suggested heading towards the gate of Aboria, or whatever, which is a location. But yeah, they want you to kind of like head towards the vent of the yearning timbers, which is what's going on, to distract her, basically, potentially.
distract her and give her a good time.
I
enough.
see. Going on a little field trip.
I'm going on a trip in a favorite rocket ship.
Who's
She begins
feeling
to move.
Who's feeling one in the top? Real big lady.
Beatrice heads up the stairs and looks behind and gives a slightly panicked glance at everyone, and then pokes her head in and says, "Hi, sweetie. How are you doing?"
Sweetie? She looks at you.
Term of endearment where she's from.
Yeah, I think I've called all of them that.
Yeah. So
And
we
she
know
like
this is a
blows heftily like a whirlwind, pushing you back.
So we know she's a godling. If we know if she's a royal godling or just a godling.
She's a celestial child, god of storms.
Okay.
I think before Ember steps forward, she's going to cast enhance ability on herself
So you begin to
and give
watch
herself.
her size you up.
She's going to give herself advantage on charisma checks, on ability checks involving charisma.
I suppose you're not completely unworthy of my time. What do you approach me for? As you watch her demeanor challenging but not hostile.
Oh, Ember's gonna like gently like move Milo behind her. Very gentle, very delicate. Oh well,
Moves to the side.
instead of being around the silly old tree, we found another party that we want to take you to.
Who are you?
Oh, I'm Ember.
Ember?
Ember, yeah.
How do I trust you?
Well, hold up.
Maybe you could.
I can do this, and then she's gonna cast thaumaturgy, and she's going to make the like sound of thunder essentially come out of her. She's holding her spear that has like a mic on it, and she's gonna cast thaumaturgy with it and like create like a thunderous boom around her. We're very similar, you and I.
Similar? How about this? As she casts Earthquake. She shakes the ground heavily, erupting all of you on your feet for a DC 25.
Oh, word.
Strength
What is
save.
that?
Dex save?
It's a strength.
Strength.
Strength?
She seismic
Great.
hits
Oh,
into the ground.
shit. Okay.
Nope.
Well.
No
Oh.
way I
That
can say
is
this.
thunder.
Oh my good. You're very powerful. Oh my goodness.
Oh, please forgive her, your royal highness.
Huh.
Bloodstone is like, as he gets
She's a
knocked to his feet,
god.
he's prostrating.
Yeah, as she's knocked off her feet, Ember's taking a knee and like bowing. Like, oh, clearly you're superior. When our magic can't touch yours.
You can roll
Laying it
You
on
can roll
very thin.
persuasion check with advantage. As she likes that. She likes to see fit that she is knowing that her
Yeah.
place is higher than you are. Being a child,
Yeah,
obviously.
I
Even
bet
if
she
she's a
fucking
god.
does. How
Not-
did I get asked?
You rolled a 5 and a
14
6.
is good enough. As she looks towards you. Where will you take me then? This place is boring.
Oh, there's an event at the at the Yearning Timbers.
What's there?
Out of character, what the hell was there?
Make it up. Make it up.
Make it
Oh,
up.
oh.
Nothing's happening. Get her
Oh,
there.
it's a party. They're celebrating you.
Me?
Yeah, you. I mean, a child of the gods is something worth celebrating, is it not?
Mally just kind of smiles and shakes his head. Mm-hmm.
Marcus is giving 2 thumbs up behind Ember, like, yep.
So while I'm hearing all this from a distance, I was going to keep my distance so not to be seen. I will use disguise self and turn myself into a court jester, like with the colors kind of matching like the surrounding area. And on my chest is a big picture of her face smiling with, like, you know, the little, like in like what would normally be like a kid draws a sun, but her face in there. So I'm really colorful and fun. And then on my head is a hat that's actually a gray cloud, and then there's lightning bolts dangling from it, like from little strings, like little cloth stuffed lightning bulbs, or lightning bolts like you'd see over a toddler's crib or something. And I will come dancing up while Ember's speaking. I'm not saying anything, and then I just do like a thespian style bow, and I'm kind of doing a little jig.
See, we even have entertainment here for you already. There's more where that came from.
And when she says that, I'll wave over and point in this direction, smiling and jumping up and down.
We will walk in style! As she casts water walk on everybody.
Oh yeah. Awesome, epic. I also
I'm liking this
forgot.
kid. She's crazy, but I like this kid.
I also forgot when I casted Enhance Ability, I needed to do a wild magic surge.
She grabs
a
you and
roll.
grabs the little boy and begins to walk.
Oh, she's one of those. That'll be fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want me to roll on the wild magic table, or do you just want to hang out for
You
that?
can roll it. You have the new one now.
Yeah, I think I have to roll a D100
Yes,
or
you do.
D20.
It's D100.
And then hold up, I gotta read the
Fireball.
exact thing.
No, actually,
Oh,
they got rid of Fireball. The new one's different now.
Oh.
Lame.
I gotta read the actual description of it because I think I have to roll a D20, and then if I hit a 20, then I surge.
Correct.
If I can find it, you know what? It's fine. I'll just roll a D20.
Oh, that's a cool effect on the map. Is that from the character?
No, it's one of the special effects. Nope, D100.
Anytime
D20.
before you regain, the DM has you roll a wild magic surge table immediately after a first. No, it actually happens automatically.
Oh, okay. So I roll D100.
Yes.
Okay. 29.
29. Creatures have disadvantage saving throws against the next spell you cast for the next minute.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
That's such a good one.
That's gonna be so useful for the next minute.
She
Awesome.
begins to look. As you begin to walk and talk, you can ask her why she's having a bad day.
Oh yeah, Ember, is slowly like sitting on this child's shoulder and like kind of like propped her head up on her like propped her elbow on her knee and like has her head on her hand. She's like, "So, why? What's going on? Why are you so down in the dumps?"
I've recently been defeated by my bestest rival,
Oh
Oh.
no.
my sister.
Oh, that's unfortunate. What happened?
I was trying to outdo, and my parents approved on it. So we were well matched. She humiliated me by beating me at cards.
Oh, she beat you at cards?
Then she
Oh,
took
his-
my maul for her prize.
Locust is speaking for the ground. Do you think she was cheating or just?
She must be cheating.
Well, is there any way you think you could be able to challenge her again? Maybe this time you can play a game that you're more suited for. Maybe you guys could compete to see who can make the biggest boom of thunder or the biggest rain cloud.
She didn't have to take my hammer. She made me feel sad and useless. I'm a god!
Yeah, you are a god. A god is only as good as their weapon. Well, you have... Is there any way you can try and challenge her to get it back? Maybe having us there to watch to make sure she doesn't cheat this time?
I don't know if I'm supposed to be a good god or not.
I think it's story time.
Story? She just shakes
Yeah,
awake
story time.
as you kind of get knocked off her shoulders as she stretches up with a hooray as you kind of fumble back down her back and roll off her butt up to the ground with a thud. Both Milo and
Ow.
And
Ember, yeah.
She forgot about her toys immediately.
Ow.
What story? What story?
The story of the two princess cats.
That sounds boring.
That's because the fun part is the story. Who wants to waste time on the name?
I don't
So-
understand.
Well, once there was these two cats, and they were princesses in this big kingdom that was the most fun place ever. And then one day,
It looks at Milo and Ember. You guys are cats. Pretend you're cats.
Yeah.
Have a cat?
Yeah.
Well.
These are the two princess cats.
Mm-hmm.
Ember is
go
gonna
ahead.
cast polymorph on herself and polymorph into a cat.
Oh shit.
I think it only lasts for a couple minutes. I
It's an hour.
I don't think it's a true
It's an hour.
polymorph.
You
It's
can
a
cast-
minute.
You can cast another D100
1
for
hour.
wild magic.
Heard.
I'm still disguised, so as I'm telling this like a court jester, like kind of big animated movements, and like. So
28.
I'm sure it's the same thing again.
Ember is a
I was
bright.
using the old one. I completely.
it's fireball, but its radius is reduced by 25 feet.
Oh no, it is a D20. You're right. So once per turn, you roll a D20 immediately after the caster sorcerer spell. You roll
Okay.
a D20. You roll on the wild magic search table to create a magical effect.
Yeah, because I thought I had to hit like a 20 and then every time it lowers by 1. Okay, so no surge this time then. Wait.
Yeah. There's a...
Okay. Ember is like when she polymorphs herself into a cat, she is I think she'd be a Maine Coon, like a very large cat, bright pink, and then coming up off of the tips of like her cat ears are like 2 little curls of fur mimicking her horns.
What else does this story have entail?
So, getting to the good part. The queen, the princess's mom, said, "We're going to have a feast, and at the end, before it starts, we're going to have a family picture, and all the royal family needs to hold a scepter. So you have to have scepters made. Go to the smith and get them made." So they did, and one of the princess cats got a scepter made with a little bell on the end of it, and it was fun. It was a nice scepter. The other made this really great scepter that was engraved with neat carvings and had toys, and it was the best scepter ever for a princess. But before they could have the portrait drawn of the family, the one sister got jealous of the other sister's scepter and took it from her. At first, the princess who lost her scepter was sad, and she was sitting down by herself, unhappy. But the other princess cat who stole the scepter saw her sister, and she felt guilty. She felt even worse than her princess sister, who didn't even have a scepter. So she went and apologized and gave the scepter back, because that's what sisters do. And the sister who lost her scepter at first, who was sad, became one of the most happiest princess cats ever, and they got high on catnip. The end.
Yeah, during the whole thing, Ember's been acting out as the sister who got her scepter stolen.
Mmm.
Making me the
Story.
bad guy. Wow.
Doesn't make sense to me. Nice story. Don't like cats.
Well, it reminds me of you and your sister. I bet she's like that princess cat who felt guilty for taking the scepter, just like she took your hammer. She's probably really more sad than you.
Hmm. Maybe.
And think how guilty she'll feel, and jealous even, when she sees how much fun you have at the party we're going to.
I hope so.
We could hurry.
Okay, I'll race you.
Good.
Race.
She begins to sprint 50 feet ahead of you.
Good lord.
50 feet.
That's her movement speed.
Okay.
Yeah, Bloodstone's able to keep up.
No, I will let her get there first on purpose.
He will let her get there first on purpose. He's across the room. I don't know if you can.
Yeah, for a good race though.
Alright. As you guys eventually begin to make your way further into Sylvania, you begin to see no short supply of celebrations and distractions in the gate town that might stumble across your direction of many events along this. You eventually come across a dryad dance. In the clearing, a lit, energetic fireflies, a group of 10 dryads sing and dance. A group is welcome to anybody who enjoys a piece of serenity of the trees. As you see her eagerly wanting to participate. You want to dance?
Oh, I love dancing.
As she begins to shake very aggressively on the ground. It's hard
Oh,
to
yeah.
stabilize.
Mm.
Okay. Let's dance! As you see, she's eager as she makes her size a menace to the smaller dancers, shaking and quaking with each step. If you'd like to help her maneuver around without crushing anybody, roll me an acrobatics or a sleight of hand check.
Heard.
They're both 2.
Acrobatic?
Yes, please.
Only so 2 people I need.
I'll help out. I got really good at this.
Nice.
Yeah, this isn't my forte. I'm not very dexterous anymore.
I'll help since I'm not a cat.
Yep, you don't have advantage on that acrobatics, by the way.
Yep, I realized that.
Don't you have reliable talent on that
I do.
then?
So that's actually a 20. You're right.
Yeah.
It's
All
crazy
I
that
got
reliable
you.
talent for you
How do
was
you
at
help her
7.
maneuver with your sleight of hand or acrobatics? Detail it for me.
Awesome. Okay, do you want to go first, Marcus?
Sure. So if she's dancing, like the toddler stomp dance is what I'm picturing. I'm go in there and kind of like maneuver around her, kind of like gently happen to place her feet in a way that she wouldn't step on people, kind of like gently pushing it one way to make sure it lands not on myself or the dryads, and move the other one gently, push it out of the way, and make it land gently.
Awesome. I think Bloodstone, as he was racing the child here, he grabbed a couple like large leaves off of like essentially like, big palm fronds, and he's kind of waving them about in like in a very similar way to how people guide planes, but he's like running around the child, and every time she gets close to like a tree or like a person, he kind of like puts them in the air to like sort of get her attention and like shake them like, ooh, go this way instead. And I'm essentially guiding this child around and like bouncing off of trees and like running up them to get her attention and everything. But it's a very big display of like color is his main goal. So that's most of what he does. He doesn't do incredibly well, but you know, like he's trying and he's having fun.
I feel like a pinball bouncing off her, trying to keep people from falling on people. That's basically what Marcus is doing.
You want me to as well, Red, or no?
Welcome to. She's a big individual.
Yeah, what would Dayla do to help?
So, still in jester form, because I think it lasts for an hour. I'm acting like I'm dancing with her. You know how like you hold out your lead arm and your hold arm like in a waltz, but I'm like overly gesturing like my lead like in a direction, and I'll actually like point kind of. So I'm like I'm dancing with her on the ground in front of her.
Okay.
And try and steer her clear of some of the dryads.
You do it with grace, as she does not fail at dancing. She doesn't accidentally knock over a dryad or damage some trees in the distance. She does not get embarrassed or leave immediately, as she seems to be happy. With great success, she has a great time dancing for an hour. Some of you guys are rather tired for an hour, but she is happy, and she begins to... But she take a break, and she begins to share one of her truths with you, as she trusts you. As we'll take a quick 5-minute break, we'll be back in 5 minutes.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Enhanced ability came in clutch.
So you're saying it's reliable talent that does that? I'm reading the skill now and it doesn't do that.
Reliable. If you have
When you-
proficiency in a skill, you cannot roll below what you have proficiency in.
Well, what I'm looking at here, which I'll post, that's what I'm looking at. Is that what you mean?
Yeah. So you can't get lower than a 20.
No, so
You rolled a 1 plus 10.
Yeah.
Do you have proficiency? Whenever you make a
You
ability
have
check,
yeah,
what's your
proficiency
skill?
in acrobatics, because that's the only way you can
yeah,
have a
I
plus
have
10
it
in
in
that.
acrobatics,
Yeah.
investigation, perception, and stealth. So
Yeah, which
So
means
that's
that
what
you
the 20
cannot.
was then, probably.
gotcha.
Which means that you cannot get below a 20 in acrobatics.
Got it. Okay.
Because it changed that 1 to a 10 because any d20 roll of 9 or lower is a 10.
There you go. That makes me understand the reading, because the reading it makes me didn't. So the way I read that before you explained it, and saying that if it was a row under 9, it became a 10, right? So my row was 11. So my thought was it didn't do anything. But now what you're saying is
No.
that my roll became a 10, and then the modifiers were added on, and that I didn't get. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
now I
because
get
your
it.
11 is 2 rolls. It's 2 dice. It's a 1 and a 10. So the 1
Yes.
is what became a 10.
That's what I now understand. So I'm like, okay. So for those 4 types, I can't get below a 20. Very nice.
Yeah.
I have to look
Which
if I
is
can cast this guy's self
wonderful.
again.
Yeah. So acrobatics, investigation, perception, and stealth. Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah, you cook on them.
Okay. Good to
You
know.
essentially get a free pass on
Good to
those
know. So if we
proficiencies.
need to investigate something, I volunteer because I'll get a 16 or higher basically. So I have a +6 in it. So
Yeah.
very nice. Awesome. That wording didn't make sense, but now I understand it. Got it.
Yeah. Sometimes D&D does have funky wording.
Do you see where my logic was going when I read that by myself, or was it
Yeah,
just me?
I understand.
I
think it used to say like the die roll of a 9 or lower is a 10, but like
gotcha.
I get where you're coming from, but
I was
don't worry.
inclined to thought that it was the total was that, but no, I understand. It's that roll plus the modifiers, and that's much better. I like it.
Damn, babe.
Sorry. Jeez. I'm trying to eat.
Not allowed.
Yeah, you have to starve like I did for all of my shifts today.
It's gonna be especially rough at a restaurant.
Oh
You get
god.
used to it.
As a server, it gets kind of bad. I had an hour-long break, but 20 minutes of that was spent driving to pick up Bloodstone. And then I had just enough time to use the bathroom and get food. And then I had to drive back. And by the time I got back to work, I had to clock back in, so I didn't have any time to eat. And then it was ridiculously busy during my shift. Like, I didn't even have time to, like, stop and think for a second. And I told them I need to leave by at latest 7:30 because I had to drive home. And then my last table decided they wanted to freaking take forever, and they ordered a damn dessert. I'm like, dang. But I learned my lesson. I'm not
knows?
picking up any more Friday evening shifts.
Yeah, when I worked at the restaurant, I made sure them to realize that was Friday afternoons was the only time I would not work. Any other time I was fine. That was the one time. And
Yeah.
I am glad I no longer work in a restaurant. So
I picked up the shifts just to be nice, essentially.
that's another thing you gotta do is that's like, you gotta not be as nice as always. It's like 'cause people take
Yeah.
advantage of that. It's unfortunate.
I wanted to try and make some extra money. Essentially, I mean, wait staff is essentially just gambling.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
And it was not worth it. I didn't even make $100 today, and I was there for like 7 hours. 8 hours, I think.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. I got close. I was like $4 off, but I made that much Monday in a 5-hour shift. So and then yesterday I had to stay an extra hour because my last table came in like 12 minutes before I was supposed to leave. Someone offered to take, and I was like, nah, they're a younger couple. They should be fine. And then they ate for an hour. And then, because I work at Cracker Barrel, and we all know that Cracker Barrel has a freaking gift shop attached to it, they decided they were going to take their sweet time shopping at going through like every bit of the freaking gift shop, just perusing.
Oh, we're taking a 5-minute break.
Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't be talking about this if we were on a 5-minute break.
She's in vent mode. We'll let her vent, and it's like it's
I get
therapeutic.
it.
And like, don't get me wrong, I love my job. Everyone is so nice, and like, I make decent money. Like, I make enough to be comfortable at this point, you know? But like, on the flip side, some people just drive me up a wall. And then
That's fat.
Working-
That's restaurants for you. I was in it for a decade. I couldn't do it anymore.
yeah, working just for tips is kind of crazy. But Bloodstone and I want to like own our own restaurant someday, so hopefully here in the next couple months I can start cross training and go back on the grill line and stuff and learn how to do that. and
Get a
more
food
money.
truck. It starts small and grow big. It's huge.
Yeah. That'd be our plan. We'd want to do like a fantasy themed restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
Like less
Fantasy on wheels.
yeah.
Our food truck's gonna have a big witch hat on it. It's gonna be awesome.
But I'm also planning on naming like one of the dishes after one of my dad's characters that he plays when he does Skyrim and stuff. So that'll be a great way to honor him and such.
Alright. Jump
Yeah.
back into it. As you eventually do see the giant getting tired after dancing for an hour, as you guys are probably heavily exhausted babysitting her.
Yeah. This
Definitely.
is the first time that Bloodstone has been tired from running.
And Mulks is staggering, like barely managing to keep going. He's like, oh, God. Ugh.
Ember was too busy flirting with dryads.
Yeah.
Oh, look at them. They're sexy.
There wasn't a lot of dancing on her end.
You notice her sit down for a second as she kind of slumps her head down.
This guy's self is gone.
She begins to openly express herself for a moment of her family matters or expectations. Parents expect me to become a god one day. They are constantly watching me and judging me if I'm good enough for godhood. She looks sad. That's a lot to live up to. How could I ever live up to their expectations of a literal god? How? She asks you out loud.
For some reason, Ember deeply relates to this. She's not sure why, but like there's something in her that's like, oh, I know this feeling.
Guess they moved through.
And she's gonna sit next to her, like put a hand on her massive leg and ask her, is being a god something you want?
She shrugs.
Because you're an individual person with your own feelings and ideals, and you don't have to live up to what your parents want you to be just because they want you to do that.
Question, Red. Can we tell how old this one feels? Like,
She's
just like
older
human
than you
beings.
are, for sure.
I understand that, but
they're-
mental wise.
As a child, she's like
Yeah.
probably 10 or 12.
Okay.
Heard.
But
Okay.
She's
So
a
this
lot
is
older
form-
than you, for sure. And
Yeah, I understand that bit, but in her,
yeah,
for
they
her
live
race.
thousands of years.
This
So I'm
this
assuming
is
that-
definitely when children need to be told that they don't have to live up to their parents' expectations to still be loved. Got it.
Yes, good job, Ember.
Understood. Because if you, I mean, you're young. You still have your whole life ahead of you. You don't have to just follow one path. And if your parents are worth anything, they'll love you no matter what.
Copa she listens to it. She stands back up. Okay. I'm bored. Let's do something else.
Damn.
She sniffles a little bit and she begins to walk.
Ember's looking to the rest of the group, like,
Yep, Bloodstone
Why?
flat on the ground, but he's got a big thumb up in the sky, like, yeah.
Yeah, these
Mulks is
shrugs.
Mulks is on a heap on the ground, like, hold on a minute, one moment, I'll catch up in a second.
he's looking at everyone like, did I say the right thing in that situation? Is that what needed to be said? I don't have children.
Milo just kind of looks at Ember and says, "Well, she may be a child, but she sure knows how to handle her depression like an adult. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Going to parties to freaking drown them out."
Yeah, there's a lot of emotional intelligence there. I don't know. I think I just for some reason that's just what came out, I guess. It felt like it was something I needed to hear as well. I'm not sure why I
Look, Ember, you can stop
think
being a cat.
You're right.
Stop being a cat now.
No, she hasn't been a cat for a while.
No, you could be
Oh,
hear
She's
the
it's
not
cat.
just
flirting
weird.
with dryads as a cat.
That would have been hilarious, though.
No, I
You
just
hear
cue
the
your cat is all.
you hear the cat. So yeah.
Oh yes, our cat is yearning.
Oh yeah, he's obnoxious. Tyga, buddy, we're trying to do something. He's orange.
I
Well,
think
that
what you
says
said
everything you
was
know.
fine.
I just feel like, I don't know, there's something I needed to hear as well. She'll like shrug it off, like whatever. She's gonna start following the god to make sure she doesn't get too far away from them.
Daylight was a little disappointed in that advice, but he's like, "Yeah, it is what it is."
So much emotion here.
So you begin to arrive
Bubbles.
to a new location. Full of pixies and good berries in the grove, a party hard. Parties at full swing, wine, juices, and fruit desserts flow along the music and laughter among the toadstools. As you enter, you quickly are shrunk down to pixie size, as her herself becomes the size of a halfling.
Damn.
She becomes Milo size.
I didn't think I'd become shorter than I already was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
wait a
and
minute.
then-
Question on that, Red. So everyone becomes pixie size.
Uh-huh.
So that means Milo is the same size as all of us right now at the moment, right? Okay.
Yeah.
We're on chibi.
For the
Ember's not used to being
The same
able
as
to
people?
look at everyone's eyes. Ugh, what the hell?
Sadly, can't shrink her, but we'll just stay for posterity's sake. She is small.
Yeah.
We can use our
There's
imaginations.
no banana for scale.
As we'll make you guys really tiny, though.
Yippee!
I love being really tiny.
Not being little.
Running!
So you
Bang
guys
magic.
begin to
Uh-oh.
see the delights, as you can see her emperor form testing her strength by picking up a tiny mushroom structure as she lifts it up without ease. As she begins to look and boast defeat, as some of the pixies get irritated by this. As you guys could potentially aid in this situation, as to add more entertainment with the performance check, or casting the charm spell on her, as she begins to wreak havoc against the pixies.
Oh, performance check time from.
I can cast Charm Person.
See
Yeah.
Milo doing something and I just watch.
Yeah, Bloodstone is
that's a
looking up in
possibility.
horror.
Yeah, Ember's going to. Yikes! Why are my rolls?
What are you trying to do?
I think she's trying to distract the pixies or make it seem like it's a part of like they're a theater troupe and like it's part of an act. Well, like simultaneously like putting back what the demigod has destroyed.
Hmm.
So you can try to calm the pixies. so you can go to the center stage.
Oh, wicked. Oh, she'll probably sing again, I guess. Please don't make me sing again.
But you said you wanted to sing, so you're gonna sing now. Or do you want to do anything else? You can obviously try to do something else, but
Hmm.
I suppose I will subtle spell enhance ability on myself again for charisma, for advantage on charisma check.
as you currently, right now, Copa is currently boasting about her strength and her might. So pixies don't like that. They're here to party.
Oh, can Bloodstone, while this is going on, like run up one of the mushroom stalks that the child is next to and sort of hop on her shoulder, like, "Hey, look at Ember!" And I try and like push her cheek to look towards Ember.
Yeah.
As I would also like thaumaturgy the sound of like bugles, like. "Dur, dur, 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 dur."
Yeah. I think Ember is gonna like take the spear, like mic stand off of her back, and like stick the pointy end down to where like the mic is right at mouth level, and she's gonna start doing. I guess she's gonna start singing.
Okay.
It'll be in Ooh. Let's see.
Oh.
Do I get the sense that they would know Infernal or Abyssal?
Well, either. They're fey creatures.
So they wouldn't know it? Question mark.
They won't know it. No. They speak Sylvan.
But it's kind of like listening to a song in a foreign, like it's like listening to a French song. It's more alluring.
Oh yeah, this is like her K-pop performance right now.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna start.
It's more Inferno. It sounds more like Russian or German versus Korean, but details.
Yeah. It's curious. It's curiosity intensifying.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I wonder what that's about. And
Yeah.
people are dancing along.
Yeah, she's gonna start singing in Infernal, and like she's gonna be very upbeat about it, and she's gonna be like dancing and everything, like trying to command all of the attention in the room.
Do I hear any of the fairies speaking?
They begin to speaking towards the giant. Yeah, they're look at this big oaf. She's ruining everything.
I can try and make another performance check.
No, you're making it, but they begin to look towards you as you start to sing. As the singing doesn't seem to convey towards her.
Are they speaking Common or Sylvan?
Sylvan.
You
want to
I'll go
bolster
over to these.
Right, okay. Immediately switching gears, she's gonna switch back into Common and start singing praises of the demigod. Like, she's essentially just going to start making shit up about this kid.
You're writing her a theme song.
Yeah, I'm essentially doing the Pokemon theme about this child.
That's awesome.
So while she's up there singing, I'll go over to these. I'm sorry, did you say they're pixies?
Yeah, they're all pixies.
I don't know why I call them fairies, sorry. I'll go over and I'll say in Sylvan.
Sorry, go ahead.
Maybe you can help us. This child, I know she looks big, but it's actually a child. We need to get her to the gate to Aboria. But in order to do that, we need to make her happy. So, if you'd like her to leave faster, maybe help us cheer her up.
Alright, roll me a persuasion check.
Oh, yikers.
Oh.
And they
We
look at you
tried.
and kind of spit their tongue towards you.
Just dragging about my business.
Alright, so
Worth a shot.
so Amber, what are you singing about towards Copa? About like her might, her strength.
Yeah, she's singing about like her might and how she like has never been defeated and she's so
that one time.
cool. She's not gonna mention it except that one time.
Okay, you're right.
And she's so cool and like awesome and everyone loves her and she's gonna be super cool and Thunder's great.
This song's about me. She looks towards you as she kind of claps with heavy booms of shockwaves as Bloodstone, you go deaf for a few seconds.
Yeah.
As you can see the fairies looking at this, you can roll another performance check.
Yippee! Thank Invincibility for giving me
Go
advantage.
forth, my goat.
Fuck. Okay, I got this. Maybe.
Yes, babe.
It's not.
Oh, well.
Oh,
Let's roll 2d20 plus 8. You put me. Oh.
oh,
Alright.
wow.
Well, just take the first one. 23's pretty good.
23!
They look at you as they encourage Copa this time, but truthfully, they want her out as soon as possible. She's happy as the song is won after a good few minutes. She looks happy as she begins to look around. This place is boring. I want to leave. She stomps her way, almost crushing Milo along the way.
Milo's life flashes before his eyes.
You get another truth from her as you walk and talk. She's realizing you're always constantly moving as this child doesn't seem to stop. But she eventually takes a break after an hour and she insists to sit down on a stool, crushing it to the ground as she begins to open herself off towards what you said prior an hour ago about her parents. I dread becoming a god. I don't even know it yet myself. What if I become a god of the sea? I hate seafood. Or what if I become a god of something embarrassing like the smelly winds? It's a big deal for a immortal. What do you think? What god should I be of?
I think that you will be the god of earthquakes.
Why?
That was a good earthquake.
Well,
That was a good earthquake earlier.
every time you've shown us your abilities, the ground has shaken beneath you. You're so powerful and mighty that you cause the very earth to tremble.
But won't people be scared of that? I don't want people to be scared.
You could use it to protect people. Then
Yeah.
they'll love you.
Yeah, like if there's a big bad coming and you needs to be knocked off its balance, you can cause the earth to tremble just at it. I'm sure once you get a little bit older, you'll have more control.
And then they'll write great songs about you, like Ember was doing. They'll write songs and poems and hymns, and they'll have paintings of you. It'll be great.
Yeah, and you'll be a god who's a hero.
And you can eat any food you want. I heard gods can call any food using Dimension DoorDash.
That's crazy.
Never heard of that one. That must be new.
Yeah, just invented.
Mm.
26
Yeah,
more
you'll
recently.
understand when you're older.
Maybe your parents teach you about it.
Let's go. This place is boring. She stands back up.
We try and aim more towards the portal this time, or was it not possible?
You're just going through each forest biome, basically. It's a big place.
Alright, fair enough.
Oh, also, quick, before I forget, Ember does have a big ol' engagement ring on her left hand. I keep forgetting to, like, mention that, and I forgot to mention it when I introduced her, but big ol' rock.
Yeah, you kill someone with that thing.
Yeah, just one hit and it's over.
It's like the one Tom got for his potential. Never mind. Big rock.
She eventually makes it to a place kind of weird and scarce. It looks like an omen towards the gods. Amidst the feel of memorials of retired gods of the dead and reunited of the skeletons and morbid dressed competitors play casually good natures of games of bounce. As the gods themselves, so you see different gods of in their former lives of the god of death and many other named gods of statues. She eventually arrives towards his location. She looks towards the normal balls as they're using skulls, a group of skeletons, as she is eager to play. But it is also a bad game, which she has never played before, but far too competitive for this group. As she begins to arrive here, as I'll bring you back.
Huh.
What
I need
the
a
heck?
ball. A skull thing. You have a skull thing? Give me a skull thing. Now!
Bloodstone checks his inventory.
Skull thing.
I mean, are these like skulls on the ground right here?
They're actual human skulls. Skulls
I'll
of
just
dead people.
pick one up and give it to her. I've acquired one. You are.
I don't know this game. It looks fun.
Unfortunately, I don't know this game either. Don't know how it works.
As you see a skeleton man next to them. Tossing it. I think I have to toss it. Right?
Looks right to me.
Yeah, looks right.
Alright, she tosses it really far as it hits the back end.
Good.
Now you play. As you can tell, she eagerly wants to win. Somebody who wishes to join play can roll athletics, or they can roll a persuasion check to help her either win or deal with her loss gracefully. This is a teaching lesson.
Marcus would step up and say, "Alright, I'll give it a shot."
And I will help her win.
Yep.
I think Ember is gonna
Unless Beatrice wants to.
Everybody can play if you want. You can all roll athletics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm definitely not gonna win. I can roll.
Well,
Yeah.
Beatrice, I was gonna request you help me help her win.
Well, she already tossed it. That's where the skull is currently.
Yeah.
Oh, there's only one throw?
Yeah, one throw.
Oh, okay.
So you can
Okay.
actually try to beat her and try to persuade her, hey, losing isn't everything, like as in like a teaching moment, or you can just let her win and spoil her.
Alright, so Marcus is gonna pick up a skull, and he's not sure how well he's gonna do, but he's gonna try, and I'm gonna throw it.
Alright, roll me athletics.
Yeah. Athletics is not his best thing, so yeah. That's decent.
Not bad.
For a -1, that's not bad. I'm assuming it does that. That it wouldn't beat hers, so it's 15.
Yeah, she's got DC 25 saves. Oof.
Yeah. I'd be happy to lose.
Just for the
but I'm
hell
just
of it,
saying.
I don't have a skull, so I'm gonna give you the flaming skull.
Fair. I like it.
As
Yeah,
you
little guy.
that's how far you got.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Ember's gonna try her best
I turned to him and
to
saying,
also throw it.
"See, I tried, but you threw better than me. Good job." And then I'll take a step back.
She's trying her very hardest to like throw this skull as far as she can, but her muscles are all just for show.
It gets to about here, probably.
That's
Well, that's awesome.
I turned to Bloodstone saying, "That arm, you should be able to give her a good challenge."
Oh yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Come
But you know,
on, I want to see someone throw it.
Yeah, Bloodstone, give her a challenge. And I whisper to him saying, "If you win, just be gracious." And I whisper to him,
yeah. If no, go ahead.
I might have an idea for a little bit of challenge. Beatrice concentrates for a second and lets her wings unfurl. And she grabs a skull and flies up, so that she can throw, at height, and let it continue to fly forward as it falls.
Were you trying to fly and drop it there?
"No, it's about her."
I mean,
height as
yeah. Place. Hover in place.
Oh, okay.
But still being 30 feet up should make it go quite a bit farther.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Pythagoras and all that.
Yep, makes sense.
Okay, you can roll athletics. Alright, a 9. It rolls
Yeah.
a little further, but not too far.
Ember's clapping for Beatrice. Good job!
Smiles and curtsies up in the air.
Looking around, do I recognize any of these gods on the statues?
You can roll a history check.
I would also like to participate in that.
Like if any of them look familiar to me.
Oh, over here.
13 with a -1, that's not bad.
It's not bad. We're getting a whole lot of not bad.
Whole lot of good enough.
Lot of eh.
Alright. You do see one, actually. So there's a name on here. As he was the former god of death.
Damn.
Another crit on the history check. What the heck?
Damn.
Beatrice's inner nerd is coming out today. Nerd powers go.
Hey, why is not everybody playing?
Oh,
Sorry, I was just waiting my turn. Yeah, if no one else is throwing, okay, so for my my propulsion arm, it has a long range of 60 feet. Can I just pick up a
You'll
skull
have
and
to
just shoot
athletics,
my arm out
sadly.
60? Right. I mean,
That's cheating.
oh, okay.
Yeah, babe, you can't
Be
cheat.
gracious about this.
Oh,
What I
if
can't-
you want to cheat against her, you could try, but there might be consequences.
Can I essentially just put it in my palm and push it as I shoot out my arm? Instead of just, like, gently placing it. I'm like shooting it like a cannon, essentially.
I'm assuming because you have shitty athletics, you can roll advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, huge.
He's the best of us.
As you get
I
it
actually beat him.
a little further.
Awesome. Oh
I
yeah,
look
look.
Dalar and say, Dalar, you are last hope.
Well,
Humble this child.
Milo, did you throw any?
And Milo's gonna do it underhand.
I mean, I can try. I don't have a throwing arm, but. Oh, apparently I do.
Oh!
Wow.
Kid's got a cannon. That beats my
Yeah,
gun.
You had a
What'd
17.
you
What
get?
are you talking about?
Oh, I thought I had a 15.
No.
Yep, 17, you're right. Never mind. Still, that's respectable.
Dalar, you're our only hope.
All right. Look for the most roundest skull there is.
Oh, he's looking for an aerodynamic skull up in here.
Skip that thing around.
Mayhaps this child is cooked.
Oh!
Oh, God!
As you beat her.
Just barely.
Wow!
She looks up at you upset. No fair.
Whoa, hey now.
Oh.
How's that no fair?
Everyone tried their best.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with losing sometimes. I mean, look at me. She'll like point to her skull that's only a few feet away.
So the
Like,
person that won will have to roll the persuade check. You can give him advantage with assistance.
Right. We definitely give him.
yeah, I'll be helping
guidance.
Dalar in giving him advantage on this persuasion.
Alright, so you and Dale try to persuade her.
Also guidance.
Oh, too.
I mean, look at how poorly I did. And I'm not
You didn't
I'm not
even
a
try.
Bloodstone is covering his mouth for his own safety.
Think how boring it would be if you always won. That would be really dull. Life's a lot more fun when there's a little bit of challenge.
The
Yeah,
truth
even the
is,
best of us lose sometimes.
Yeah, what are you saying?
I've never really been good at throwing things, but I saw how you did it, and I tried to do it like you. I think my skull was just more round. Maybe there's more things I could learn from you. You're smart.
Roll me a persuasion with advantage. Dale.
Please.
Persuasiones?
Nah, Dalar's got good
Flat
courage.
0?
20.
Oh,
Guidance.
20's enough. You only needed a DC 14.
Well, it was a nat 20.
Natural.
She listens. And she begins to kind of do a small shrug. Let's go. This place is boring. I want to see more. As you can see, she smirks with a smile, and she's actually having fun.
What are the other gods that Beatrice sees?
What do you say?
Because Beatrice rolled a 25
Yeah,
history
she
check for the
sees the
statues.
former god of death here. A statue.
Just the one?
There's other ones, but that one is like the most prominent one. The other ones don't mean shit compared to him.
What is this god's name?
I go up and
Careful.
bow and thank it for allowing us to play with the denizens of its domain. And then I go as everyone's leaving and gather the skulls up and fly them back to where they were.
Cleaning up.
Yeah, Mila just mage hands some of the skulls back.
Alright. She eventually gets tired and begins to have a little sit-skis for a bit, taking a little break as she begins to share her last little conveying of information she has left of her pain and her life quandaries. I think my sister is amazing at everything. I would truly respect her as a sister. But I feel she has proven her parents, aka my parents, is a worthy daughter for a future god. But what can I be to a loving sister? What can I provide? She's more amazing than I am. What can I do?
Well,
Is this? I
go
was
ahead.
wondering earlier. Is this your big sister or little sister?
She's my big sister. I'm
Big
jealous
sister.
of her.
Well, it's a big sister's job to take care of the little sister, but it's they don't. But they don't understand that until they get older. So when you both grow up a bit, she'll realize that you're the best thing in her life is you. So right now it's tough, I understand, and you two are gonna play fight, and since she's older, unfortunately she's probably gonna win. It's not a problem. It's fine. You will get when you both get older, you both realize you actually love each other, and you become close. So once you get that older, she won't mess with you. She'll probably actually help you. All it is time, and you're a god. You have as much time as you need.
I'm not a god.
Ah, not yet, but you will be.
Yeah, you're still very young, and she's your older sister. She's had more experience than you. You still have so much room to grow. Just like in our little skull game, sometimes it's okay to lose. No, that's what makes us want to be better.
You learn more from losing than winning. Unfortunately, it's a sad fact, but it's true.
Speaking of the skull game, you asked what you could do for your sister. I think what your parents would appreciate is do the same thing I just did. I learned from you and I said thank you because you helped me become better. I think you should thank your sister for helping you become better. And your parents would really like that.
She listens, but doesn't say anything.
Fair enough.
As you guys begin to travel further, as you eventually arrive towards a silent glade, a ring that stands of stones surrounding a fallen menhir, or menar, or whatever. As you see toppled rocks laden with inviting but unattended feast for some reason. As any local, or potentially you individuals, can roll Arcana or History check that knows what this place is and why is there food here.
Curious. Hell yeah,
Let's
natural
fucking
20.
natural 20!
Yeah. Bloodstone's gonna look at it. He's not even gonna try. It's like, man, that's interesting. Oh, nice.
As this place is a bad omen, but it's invited to an unattended feast. For those that succeeded a 12 Arcana or History check, you know this is the Widow's Hinge. Anyone who eats from this stone will likely vanish.
Oh dear.
So you can try to persuade her or intimidate her in that way as you see fit as she begins to slowly move that way.
Darling,
I
dear,
it has. Okay.
I don't think it's good to eat that.
Why? It's out. No one's around.
Well, that's the thing about these places is oftentimes food or other items of similar nature, useful things lying out like that tend to be traps.
Hmm.
And as I've shown you in the past, I'm well versed in magic. And looking at that food seems dangerous. Can you please step away from it?
Alright, roll me intimidation or persuasion.
Oh, it's the
You can
same
get
no
help
matter what.
if someone else wants to roleplay with you.
Yeah.
Well,
does
I'll
anyone-
also step in and say, well, not just that, but we don't want to be a thief here, and this is not ours. So, no matter what it is out there or whatever, it's not ours to take. So, we shouldn't do that.
You can share some of my lunch if you're hungry.
Yeah, if you
I
want, we can
hold
share
out.
our food.
I hold out some very delicious looking berries.
Alright, are you doing the intimidation or persuasion check instead then?
No, well, I was just trying to help out. I
No,
can
no,
do the
I'm
persuasion.
asking,
Yeah.
I'm asking Bethithris.
I was just trying to help.
It's up to you. Anybody can switch it upon either of you, but it is either an intimidation or persuasion
Yeah.
check.
I
I
have
think,
+8 to both of them.
Yeah, just trying to assist you and get it, so you have advantage. That's why I
Yeah.
helped you out.
It sounds like you're trying to persuade her, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tough guidance
So persuasion with advantage.
and a D4.
And guidance, yeah.
Okay. I got this, gang.
You got this.
15.
Roll a d4, you have guidance.
Guidance, let's fucking go.
18 is the
18.
DC you needed.
Oh!
She looks towards you. Oh, I'm not hungry anyways.
Are
Yeah,
you sure
I'm
you can
sure.
have my berries?
I think Ember. Is it starting to get like later in the day? Is it starting to get dark?
A little bit, but not yet. But she begins to
Okay.
run off. But you guys,
Oh.
for those that want to eat, you can take the risk of eating something or leaving this place.
Nope, we're good.
Unknown to where it disappears you at, that's the question. No one knows.
Yeah,
That's at
and
least
I
very,
don't think
very
I want to
wondered
find out personally. I think I'm chilling right here.
Yeah,
You know
Bloodstone
what?
looks
Ember
at it.
seems
He's like,
knowledgeable.
okay.
Beatrice,
No.
what do the berries taste like?
They're what are they called? They taste like it's like a small citrusy grape. It's an Asian bright yellow grape.
Interesting.
I can't remember what
So
it's
they're
called.
not spicy like bloodstones.
No,
Okay.
they're quite good. I pop one and munch it and hold them out.
Start running after this god.
Kumquat. They're kumquats.
Ooh, kumquats.
I've
Delicious.
never actually had a kumquat.
They kind of taste somewhere between a tomato and an orange. It's hard to describe, but they're good.
That's a very wide range of taste, but alright.
Alright, as you guys begin to leave and follow in pursuit after her, A good thing you guys didn't let her eat it, or vice versa, as you would she would disappear forever, never to come back. If those player characters would eat it, you would reincarnate, aka glitch. It'd kill you.
Heard.
Understood. Boy, am I glad for that natural
that's
20
okay.
Arcana.
Let's eat it.
Nom 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 nom.
Num num. Would it at least taste good?
Oh, it tastes delightful, for sure.
Oh,
Yes,
well,
it's
then
the best.
It's your
It's the
final
best
meal.
last meal ever.
mayhaps it would be worth it.
Bloodstone goes back. You can't stop me.
No.
Alright. I will bring you. So eventually you get to the end of your journey. You eventually make it towards the last location of your journey, towards the gate. Laraboria.
Out of character. So we have to get her to go through the gate or just to the gate?
Send through the gate to go to the event.
Okay. Hey, there's the
Last
gate
one through is a rotten egg.
to the party.
I look at Milo and say, "Get your skull ready."
I think I'm
Remember-
gonna talk to my sister about
That is a
everything we
good
talked
idea.
about.
Oh,
That is
that
a
sounds
very
like
good
a
idea.
lovely idea.
She might be rude. Don't take it out of offense.
So the person that's been the nicest person towards her, they give you something. She points towards Ember.
Yup.
Makes sense.
She begins to
Yeah.
take something off her neck. It's quite large for her size and stature. To remember me by my half sister. She gives you it.
Oh,
Oh, she called you sister.
I applaud.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone. Congratulations.
No,
gives-
because actually, why,
she
why
gives
am I
you-
about to cry?
She gives you a little token. It looks like a pendant. To remember me by.
no, this sheds a tear too.
Yeah.
Of course. She'll like take the pendant and like press
Oh.
it to her heart.
How big is it compared to Ember?
It's massive. It's considered medium, so it's the size of you.
Oh,
That's awesome.
Wicked.
Lug that thing around.
Epic. No. Thank you. She'll like care whole arms around it. Thank you. I'll never forget you. Hopefully we'll see each other again.
Maybe. My world's much bigger and different than this place.
What? You never know. Fate's a funny thing. To like smile.
And she leaves. She looks one more view towards you and waves. She disappears forever.
Does anyone have enlarge reduce?
As the item eventually begins
no.
to
Yes,
shrink to your
I got you.
size.
Come here.
Okay, it starts shrinking. Cool.
it, when it, as it
Enjoy
attunes.
it. It's yours.
I got a parry.
Let's go. That's kind of sick.
As it
Oh.
resembles her face.
Oh,
Coppola.
that's epic.
So there's three endings. Either that's one of your endings. Missing Titan's another ending, where the spirit is displeased and they banish you from this land forever. Or Titan Rage, she gets discouraged and rampages and destroys this place and leaves.
Or the secret Ford ending, she eats the food and disappears.
Oh,
That's Missing Titan.
that's a shitty way to go.
Good job, Ember.
Yes.
Yeah,
that-
Bloodstone comes over and like pats her.
Oh, that was masterfully done. Welcome to the team.
You
Definitely secured it here. Spire.
basically got a boon from a god.
Oh, is she like wiping wiping her eyes?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I was just, I don't know, helping her felt like the right thing to do, I guess. I know, I feel like I was mostly talking to myself, I suppose. Like, I
Mhm.
deeply related to her for some reason.
So you hear the nature talking to you. I thank you for helping us as the wind blows. I wish for you for one more favor, to join us into celebration. You are invited guests.
I'm not for a party.
Sounds good to me.
Thank you.
So my neighbor next to me, it's a rental. The person who just recently moved in a couple months back.
Mm-hmm.
The garage is in the front of the house, and there's a window in the garage that faces directly at my house, at the window over my kitchen sink. And apparently what he's done is put up some kind of tarp or blanket or something, and is, as we speak, kicking a ball into it. And it acts as a giant drum that sends not only the sound but the vibration through my house.
Jeez.
That's awesome.
Like he's kicking it full power like a soccer ball into a goal net, you know?
Oh,
So it's hitting.
awesome. You gotta respect the grind.
you got a football player.
That's the
over
grind set
there.
mindset.
Boom.
That's too good.
He's never done it past like, almost midnight, so I let it go. I mean, there's worse things people could be doing, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
the he's a younger guy, he's just having fun. I don't care. It's
That's
just
still
such
fun,
a
though.
fascinating thing to have happen.
I truly, that's a brand new sentence for me.
Yeah, I've never heard that sets of words together before. That's a new one.
Yeah.
What? Which part?
The description of a taut piece of fabric being used as a drum is kind of like interesting. Okay.
Oh, shit.
yes.
Oh yeah, party! Sorry.
Oh, wow.
It's the
This place
music
is
happening
weird.
as everybody you've met along your travels is here. As the games are here, the bones, and everybody you've met here.
Hell yeah. It's bumping.
Bumping.
Is my boy still sporting the monocle?
Hell yeah, as he's drunk.
Oh, I'm going over to the fish.
Yeah, we gotta celebrate with the fish.
Where would Ember like to go?
Ember's gonna start flirting with the dryad again.
I don't remember this person.
It's the person
perhaps there.
It was the person, the wizard. The silver-haired.
The silver-haired elf that was arguing you have to leave with the baby.
Oh,
with Kid Giant.
right, in the beginning, Godoy. Heard.
There was a cellar door on that stump. I was wondering, like, did we go in there?
The Cranian rats, forgot about them. And the
Oh,
buddy
they-
people. I don't know what the buddy people are called again.
Yeah,
Starts
they
to
pu-
crawl out
so
of your quiver.
What of the
Harrington,
So these
I think.
drunk
No,
rats
they're-
I've been
they
carrying
have a
around.
different name.
These drunk rats I've been carrying around. Can I pop them out here and put them in the seat
They
next to me?
begin to turn into a body, a person. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, pat on the shoulder says, "Anytime, mate. You
So
in good
move
company."
together as you bat them.
Sorry. As I gently pat them this time.
Oh, on our way here, I would have asked Milo, did the Mimnar sync up?
Yeah, it syncs up to that portal.
Oh, we were in range. Does it automatically, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. So it doesn't have any information about Rome.
Honestly, considering what we saw here, I am not surprised. This is not a place for mechanical beings.
Here's the bunny boys.
A mouse.
Yeah,
I'm
So
sitting
who
over
was
there
the one
with
who had a
them.
crush on the mouse?
Those
You gonna say
guys.
hi?
Squeak.
Yeah, actually, Milo, I was going to join you with her too. Let me hop on over.
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, the rats start dancing on the bar and fucking bumping, having a great time.
Milo, you want to ask him or me?
Somewhat.
I guess
I
it's
feel
me.
like I'm missing
yeah.
things.
Oh yeah,
feel
there's
like
a
I missed
cataclysmic
something.
threat on the way. Sorry, you guys.
Say, guys, you get around this place, don't you?
Yeah.
Maybe you've seen someone we're looking for.
Oh,
It's a monodrome named Rome R04M. And he flies too. Like a metal guy.
No. But we've seen something else. You can roll a d10 to see what you saw from their perspective.
No, there was no way for you to know that, Milo. I was hoping like we were thinking the same thing just as a shot in the dark, but I didn't. It was a long shot.
As you're in the afterglow after party, as the cold beneath the roots and yearning of timbers, it seems the undeads are here, but doing their best to keep a lively companionship and glowing lively. As you begin to enjoy, you do see some rather half-elven vampires. You see a white. You see other individuals around the table. As you see some divine dances along the vicinity. As you can see what kind of dances are going on, I will give it to Bloodstone. Roll me a d8.
Hell yeah. Let's go for another one.
And I'd give me Ember. Roll me a d6 for Afterglow attendees.
Roll a d6.
As you see, the goddess of dance and love, this cow-headed goddess, the goddess of vengeance and requests, potentially likely to boogie down for the next several days.
Hell yeah, that's oh yeah, Bloodstone can get down with that.
As you see, a white serves drinks and tells deadpan jokes, but in reality, seems to be convinced of something else across his rigged eyes. As the little rats begin to move towards you, we saw something of rather. I think it was him. I'm not too sure. We saw a scythe and a silhouette. We think it's Jurgil.
The spirit of Jurgle.
The former lord of the dead of Toril.
Hmm.
We've heard the story, yeah. He gave up the throne, the Dead Three, before the domain of the dead passed in Kelvinmore. Such a crazy act. Supposedly a distant god. Mm-hmm. But we saw a silhouette of it. He still roams around here.
Well, maybe he's just looking to have fun.
Where did you see it?
In the graveyard.
Oh. It's not the statue. Oh, we were just there not too long ago.
Nah, this was months ago. I'm too scared to go there.
Oh, it felt alright.
If you say so.
I mean, there was a little game to play over there. Oh, I don't know if it's much of a game, but we were throwing skulls to see who threw it the farthest.
Oh, we know of a statue, but he was walking freely.
Hmm.
Looks like he was trying to play a game with somebody.
That's not at all, Yeah. I'm sure that's all he wanted.
Into my vote. Yes.
I didn't catch that. What was that?
Ask him where it is.
The graveyard?
You know where
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, we were just
Oh, the
there.
one we passed through?
Yeah.
Mhm.
You can actually, if you really do want to meet him, you can meet him. But you have to pray to him.
God of Death?
Mm-hmm.
That would be kind of sick.
That would be pretty fucking metal. If
I-
Lux were here, he'd be so down.
Yeah.
He was the former god of death. He's not anymore.
Oh, right.
He renounced himself.
Still metal as fuck. Sorry, baby.
The former god of death is even cooler than the god of death because they gave up the throne of the god of death. That shit's sick. Now he gardens.
Bros are tired.
He uses the scythe for wheat.
I'd like to try. He might be able to point me to my goddess. Bridge the gap.
All I know is he comes out and plays games with people. A heavy toll may be given.
She bites her lips and glances over everyone else. I don't want to set my friends in danger.
Yeah, my curiosity. If you want to go meet him, I'd be curious too as well. But
Maybe
She
they know something or have ways of finding things out that we don't.
my
I
thinking
could ask
is,
about Rome when I was asking about my goddess.
well, we can, but my other thinking is, how often do you get to meet a god? We met a godling just moments ago, but how about a true god? One that's been around the block a few times.
I
That's
mean, it used
pretty
to be
interesting.
like daily.
Wow, you're special. Sorry. But for someone normal like myself, I have never had the opportunity, and I am interested, considering what my old whoop was like. Wait. Yeah. Yeah.
I think most people want to meet him because of Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah.
There's some art for him.
Oh shit, this guy's kinda sick.
Is that balding
Yeah.
gay?
He was a nicer god of death than the actual now predecessor.
Give it up to Mercury.
Yeah. Helmvor's kinda.
So, both of these, if you want to come meet him, I'll go with you. I just like to. I don't want to have to
It-
speak to him. I just want to meet him. I don't think so.
It might be dangerous. Like they were saying, beating gods often does have a toll.
Asking a god for a favor will have a toll. Meeting them, I'm not sure.
He likes to play games, so that is something you'll have to convey on that.
Hmm.
What counts as a favor is up to him. Looking at him might be a favor.
That is also true. But all friends here have seen him, and he didn't do anything to them.
They didn't engage him, that's why.
True.
They've just seen
That's true.
people play with him.
So that implies that seeing him is not a problem. It's interacting with him.
Yeah, you're in the Outlands, so anything is possible. Gods are more connected here than anywhere else in the material world. Like, you literally met a child who was a god.
Which is true.
I'm gonna mosey over to the elf, and I'm just gonna chat with him, ask him if he's seen anything interesting lately.
She looks towards you. Except for that child, that is what I've seen so far. Depending what are you talking about interesting.
Like something you hadn't seen around here before.
You can roll a d10. Well, I saw some rather strange shop on the edge of town. It's undergoing some renovations. As she begins to write, this is what I saw on the invitation, or the writing. I don't trust it. From what I see,
Nah.
it's ran by a night hag.
We had some run-in with a hag recently. Believe it or not, it was a guy.
That's the first time I've ever met a male version of one.
Always something new to learn.
Yes, there is a lot of weird things in these forests. A lot of weird things.
What about you, friend? And I'll ask the homie rats, the rat colony.
As they squeak, squeak. You can roll a d10. Same thing.
What's everyone else doing?
Amber's probably dancing her neck off. Shaking
Oh
everything.
yeah. Ember's hanging out. She's having a great time. She's relaxing after that very emotionally stressful day. She like side eye Bloodstone from at the bar. I've been like,
Yeah, Bloodstone is attempting to pretend like the fish that has like half of his fishbowl of like rum is taking all of his attention, but like he's looking at this fish, and this fish is probably like doing backflips or something in his little bowl, and then he just looks over to Ember from across the bar and sees Ember talking to this dryad, and he's like, oh no, oh no.
Fumbling the baddie.
Oh no.
Ember's not even like pretending to even like look at this dryad anymore.
Oh no.
No.
All right. As you guys party hard all night, and as the after party is quite a suspenseful day, learning some information along here as well. Unknown if you wish to convey it or not, but you have much to venture going forward. As well end early as you guys do level up.
Nice.
Let's freaking go.
Now,
You know-
We
out of
made it back
curiosity,
so hard we leveled up.
Yeah, you didn't see it, but Ember physically jumped for joy.
now, out of curiosity, do we ever get the name of the head we fought back there, or was it just?
I gave the name a while ago. I don't remember exactly
Yeah.
the name anymore.
I probably wrote it down. I forgot to slip something in. When those mice said they saw